Both vendors here on the street and brick and mortar retailers want more regulation of street vendors, but their common ground ends there. The street vendors you see who took to City Hall on Tuesday are a small fraction of a whole New York City industry and culture. The city has 23,000 street vendors, most of whom are unlicensed. They want that to change.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an entrepreneur. Do us a favor and give us a license, right, so that we can be regulated.
They say giving licenses to all vendors rather than capping the number who get them helps everyone for a variety of reasons, including
96% of street vendors are immigrants.
Licensing them, advocates say, would help integrate immigrants into the community and help to get them documented. Also,
I'd rather run than having to pay a fine of $250, $1,000, or even more.
It would reduce fears for vendors like her who sometimes set up their goods in ways that allow them to flee at a moment's notice. And when they can't flee, they can get detained by law enforcement, the way this 14-year-old was last June, sparking controversy. 2 new pieces of legislation were discussed at the City Council. They aim to boost the number of licenses over 5 years and then remove the cap on the number of licenses so anyone seeking to sell on the street could be licensed if they qualify.
The idea of lifting the cap completely is ridiculous.
Business people like him in traditional shops say there need to be limits in numbers as part of regulation.
Having just an unlimited amount of street vendors on public land running a business, it needs to be regulated in some way.
And regulation should ensure that licensed vendors like Rana Subban and Mac Moore are inspected less frequently, say the 2 military veterans.
All other people that don't have license, that's who they should be hassling, not us.
It is by no means over legislatively. It's got to get voted on by the City Council, and no vote at this point is scheduled. That is expected later in the summer. We will stay on top of this issue, of course, through then. Reporting from Dumbo, Brooklyn, I'm James Ford, Pix 11 News.